Hey everybody, we are honored to be official artists for Deadwood Guitars. They're a custom guitar shop based out of Lexington, Georgia. And from all the guitars that we've seen in all the different shops, these are some of the most beautiful guitars, both visually and aurally. It's been a pleasure playing them. I have played an acoustic Deadwood for about the last 5 years, but this is my first electric. So I'm going to take you in, get some of the specifics of this so you can know exactly what we've got here. So this model in particular is the Deadwood Revival. It's a fully hollow body electric, though you can also get it as a semi-hollow. I prefer the fully hollow because you get a lot of the natural resonance in the wood. And you can tell already that Deadwood uses a lot of very unique tone woods. So you really want that to be featured in the sound, even of your electrics. So this is a F-holes, though he also makes some that are, just blank on the front. I'd encourage you to go on his website. You can see some of the other guitars that he's designed in the past. But he's got the F-hole design and no cutaway, though I've also seen some where he's got double cutaways or a single cutaway. And then this has 2 gold foil humbuckers, and this switch allows you to toggle between both pickups. So when it's in the center, it's blending both. Towards me, you have just the fingerboard pickup, and then pushed away is the bridge pickup. So I'm going to do a quick demonstration on all 3 of those positions so you can hear the difference in the tone when you're mixing the pickups. So here is the fingerboard pickup. What I like about this setting in the pickup is you have more of the warmth, less of the twang in the string. So I feel like this setting works really well for fingerstyle and more of the chilled folk sound. If you want to do something that's more ambient and stripped back, it's really perfect for that. So that was the fingerboard. Now with it all pushed away, this is with just the bridge pickup. Pretty obvious difference between both. With the bridge, you get a lot more of those higher, little punchier, bluesier sound. What I love about Deadwood Guitars is he really has a lot of that vintage acoustic blues sound in his instruments, partly because he uses a lot of really hard tone woods like persimmon and like this, balted sycamore. So that's really good if you're wanting to do something that's a little more of that vintage, twangy, bluesy sound with a little bit of punch to it. So I like this setting a lot for songs like the Charleston Massacre. So now I'm going to do it with the blend of the pickup, which is personally my favorite. So this is with both sounding together. So with both blended, you get also, the warmth of the fingerboard, but with a little bit of those higher, twangy, bluesier sounds of the fingerboard. And this has nothing to do with the guitar itself, but I can't take credit for that solo. That was created by John T. Martin for our single Clouds. So you need to listen to that and listen to him as the master play it. One thing I really love about Deadwood guitars, they're not just built for shredding lead guitarists. They're also built for guys like me that are foremost songwriters who play guitar to support their songs. What is so beautiful about these instruments is they're not just designed to imitate or replicate other guitars. So I want to give you a short demonstration of the Charleston Massacre with my typical settings, which is adding a little bit of EQ and some compression to even out the fingerstyle so that you can hear what a beautiful bed of sound these create just to fill a room and to support the songwriting. So here's a little clip of Charleston. Now that you've seen and heard the Deadwood Revival, one of the most shocking things is that this all-in fully customed is $1,800. So if you've ever done research on getting a fully custom guitar, you know that typically you're going to expect to spend around $4,000 to $6,000 to get a fully custom guitar, and depending on who you go to. But what's incredible about this price is he really wants to design these guitars for players and not for collectors. So he wants people who really are serious about playing their instruments to be able to afford and represent his brand. What is so beautiful about this too is you're not just supporting large organizations like Martin or Taylor, which are still great guitars, but a single luthier who will hand build every aspect of your guitar, including selecting the specific tone woods, each specific wood and the pickups and everything like that. So a little bit about the wood on this guitar. I mentioned briefly that the top is spalted sycamore, and all of these markings that you see, the rich wood grain, all of that is just natural in the wood grain itself. If you've ever seen that on a guitar, please let me know, because this is a first for me. But obviously very striking natural finish on the top. And then the sides and back are all just maple, but he's done a black paint and then antiqued it before he put on the gloss, which gives it a really striking look. So even if you're not a fantastic player, it is an amazing thing just to look at. Another thing I really appreciate about Deadwood guitars is that all of the wood is from fallen trees in the Lexington, Georgia area that Jason Booth, the luthier, has harvested himself. And what I think is so cool about that, he's taking the broken down, fallen trees and redeemed them and made them into something beautiful. And that really is a perfect parallel to what we want to do as a band. Is as a folk band, you're taking a lot of times the broken things that you see around you, and you're finding hope and you're finding joy and purpose out of it, finding some light at the end of the tunnel. And so when I was talking with Jason through the whole process of working with him and becoming an artist, repping his guitars, that was something we connected really well over, is that taking the fallen and broken things and making them beautiful again. And I know that a lot of you who are listeners of us also support those same ideals. So just know that Jason will be a kindred spirit for you. And he's definitely a guy that you can trust to build you an amazing guitar. So if you have any questions about this guitar, just drop them in the comments or email me or whatever. I'm happy to answer anything about this guitar because I'm in love with it. So before he's way overwhelmed by orders and all of the guitars are off the shelves, make sure you get your own custom Deadwood, and we'll see you soon.